Stop. Before you type "you're so beautiful" or "you look amazing tonight," just stop. You think that's a compliment. She thinks it's noise, the same noise she's been hearing since she was 16. From strangers, from guys in her DMs, from every man who looked at her and ran out of things to say within 3 seconds. If you want to be memorable, you cannot say what every other man says. Not because compliments are wrong, because lazy compliments are invisible. They require zero observation, zero presence, and zero understanding of who she actually is. They tell her nothing about you except that you noticed she exists, which frankly she already knew. Here are 8 things to say instead. Each one hits a different psychological trigger. Each one takes 10 seconds to deliver and stays with her for days. Number 1. There's something about the way you carry yourself that I can't stop noticing. You're not complimenting her body. You're complimenting her energy, her presence, the unconscious confidence she doesn't even know she radiates. Most women have never heard this. It makes her think, what is he seeing? And once she starts thinking about what you see, she can't stop thinking about you. Number 2. You're one of those rare people who actually listens when someone speaks. Think about how rare this is to hear. Everyone wants to be seen as a good listener. Almost nobody gets told they actually are one. When you notice how she pays attention, how she holds eye contact, how she responds to what you actually said rather than what she planned to say, you show her something powerful, that you were paying attention to how she was paying attention. Number 3, the way you handled that said everything about who you are. Reference something specific she did. A decision, a moment, the way she responded to something difficult or uncomfortable. You're not commenting on her face, you're commenting on her character. And character is what a woman actually wants to be seen for. Number 4, I've met a lot of people, but I haven't met many who are genuinely honest like you. Honesty is the most underrated form of attractive. In a world of performance and carefully curated versions of people, someone who says what they actually think, without calculation, stands out completely. When you name that quality in her, you validate the part of herself she may have been told to soften. She will not forget the man who told her that her truth was attractive. Number 5, you make complicated things feel simple. That's not easy to do. Intelligence is attractive. The ability to communicate clearly is even more attractive. When you notice that she has a way of breaking things down, of making you understand something faster than you expected, that observation tells her 2 things: that you were genuinely engaged in what she was saying, and that you're a man who values how a woman thinks, not just how she looks. Number 6, I can tell your standards are high. That's actually refreshing. Most men are intimidated by a woman with standards. When you say this, you're communicating that you are not. You're telling her that her selectiveness, the very thing other men have called difficult, is something you find compelling. That shift in framing lands differently than almost anything else you could say. Number 7, there's a calm about you that most people spend years trying to find. She carries something steady, something most people are running from or running toward. When you name it, she feels seen in a way that goes past the surface. Because calm is not something you perform, it is something that comes from somewhere real. And a man who recognizes that has been paying real attention. Number 8, the way your face changes when you talk about what you love, that's unforgettable. This one lands the deepest because it means you were watching her closely enough to notice the shift. The way her eyes change, the way her voice picks up speed, the way her whole energy moves differently when she's talking about something that actually matters to her. You weren't just listening to words, you were watching her become more herself, and you found that more interesting than anything else in the room. She won't remember the restaurant. She won't remember what you were wearing. She will remember exactly how she felt when you said something that made her feel genuinely understood. 8 sentences, 8 seconds each. The kind of impact most men spend years trying to create, with grand gestures and expensive dates. The difference between being forgotten And being unforgettable is not how much you spend. It's how much you pay attention. Start there.